Hello and welcome to the very first video on the GarchompGuy channel. Welcome everyone. So today, I want to do what no other creator has done. I've tried looking all over YouTube for this and I've not found it. So, just like Thanos, fine, I'll do it myself. So, this is my idea for an ideal Pokemon set. Now, Pokemon, if you watch this and you want to hire me, by all means, please. So, this is my set around Mega Garchomp. It's going to be called Dragon's Might. I only have 6 cards made currently, but I am planning on adding more. So, if you have any ideas, drop them down in the comments, like and subscribe, and here we go. Alright, Dragon's Might. So, of course, we have to start with the main Pokemon, Mega Garchomp EX. Now let's start with Gible. So Gible has 70 HP, so it can be tamed by Buddy Poffin. And for 1 fighting energy, you can use Dig for 10 damage, and then you flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon done to your... Well, I wrote that wrong. So it's meant to be like your normal flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's active Pokemon during your opponent's next turn, and 1 retreat cost. And then Gible will evolve into Gabite, who has 110 HP, for 1 fighting energy can use Slash for 40 damage, and then for a water and fighting energy can use Dig for 50, and does the same thing as Gible. I also reworded Gabite's Dig wrong. Awesome. Okay, and then Gabite will evolve into Mega Garchomp EX with 350 HP, and its first attack for 1 fighting energy, Chop and Chomp. You flip 2 coins, and for each heads, you put 7 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So if you get 2 heads, you one-shot a Monkey Dory. If you get 2 tails, tough luck. And then for water and 2 fighting energy, you can use Dragon's Might, which does 100 damage. But if your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, this attack does 200 damage. So this one can't one-shot Monkey Dory, but it can one-shot things like Raging Bolt EX, Teal Mask Ogerpon EX, and other big basics, and even Stage 1 EXs. Minior EX. Minior EX will have 190 HP, retreat cost of 2, and the ability Mini Might, where once during your turn, you may search your deck for 3 basic, I spelled basic wrong, basic fighting energies, and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then you shuffle your deck. If you do, your Pokemon EX do 80 less damage to your opponent's active Pokemon this turn. You may only use 1 ability with the name Mini Might per turn. And then, so the reason why I have it like this is because I feel like instantly promoting 3 fighting energy is way too broken. You have to wait until your next turn to be able to do this. To be able to take full advantage of this. That's why it'll only be Pokemon EX that do 80 less. And obviously you should not be using 2 of these per turn, just like Meowth EX's Last Ditch Catch in the new Perfect Order set, and Pidgeot EX's Quick Search in Obsidian Flames. Just a lot like that. And then for fighting colors, Meteor Fall for 80. Alright. So, with the next 2 cards, I thought, what is something that is one of the most, and what is a card that's really annoying that needs to be stopped? And I thought, Boss's Orders. I hate it when it comes down to TCG games where it's like, who can get Boss's Orders first? And so, I give you Nickit and Thievul. So Nickit, 60 HP, can be searched with Buddy Poffin. For 1 retreat, with a retreat cost of 1, and for 1 colorless energy, you can use Search. You search your deck for an item, you reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. And then for Dark Energy and colorless, Tail Slap for 20. And Nickit evolves into 90 HP Thievul with 2 retreat cost. And Thievul can, first of all, fighting colorless, Tail Smack for 50. Also has the ability Sleight of Hand, where you can only use this ability if you have not played a supporter this turn. And then you have your opponent reveal your hand. You may choose a supporter in their hand and play it as if your own. So if you see a Boss's Orders in your opponent's hand, you can use that. You can use their boss's orders. And then your opponent then discards the chosen supporter from their hand. So this is how it counters boss's orders. Because you can use boss's orders, and then your opponent, unless they have multiple boss's orders in hand, has to discard it. And then a unique effect I haven't seen in any abilities for Pokemon is this next line: you must attack immediately after using this ability. So what this means, say you have Thievul in the active, and a dark energy, and 2 dark energy on, so it could use Tail Smack, and then you use Sleight of Hand. You copy boss's orders to bring up something like Budu, and then, because you must attack immediately after using this ability, you can't play any more trainers, you can't use any more abilities, you must immediately attack or pass. You can't retreat, can't attach any more energy, so after using Sleight of Hand, you either Tail Smack, or if you don't have the energy for Tail Smack, you pass your turn. Okay, and that is 6 Pokemon cards that I've created. Again, if you have any ideas, feel free to drop it down in the comments, like and subscribe, and have a good day.